We are live. I am ChadO. This is ATX Comedy Review. I have guest Michael Ridley over here. Yay,
hey,
Michael.
what's
Woo!
up? What's up, buddy?
And Zach Leboza is over here sharing
Just
the podcast
Look at me.
on his phone. So that's what you guys should do. Everybody watching, listening, click like, share, and tell your three friends that you have a podcast you listen to, people. So yeah, look at Ridley's going straight up.
Full intimidator.
So we've had three podcast guests do glasses.
Really?
Yeah. One was hungover. His name is Sam Kuiper. I think you know Sam.
Yeah.
Second one was full of himself, Timmy Gusto.
Yeah, I was like, Gusto did it for a while.
Timmy Gusto.
I don't know if he had him on the whole time.
I think he did.
He did?
I don't know. I thought he did. And now we have Michael Ridley.
The main man. With the Pit Vipers, my God.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking.
Shout
not
out
playing
Pit
around.
Vipers, great sponsor of me. Just kidding. I'm a simp for Pit Vipers. I love these things, dude.
They're awesome.
I'm Asian, so like it helps block out the sun. I don't know. Normal sunglasses always kind of catch a little bit of light on the sides, so like the little side blocker right here.
Gets it all the way up.
Yeah.
So I've always wondered if black people's eyelids block out more sun than my eyelids.
Or Asian, you'd think like Asian eyelids, since they're like so chinky and slitty. Because have you seen like Inuit snow goggles?
Yeah. Where they have the
It's just little two
like
two
turtle
lines.
shells.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 lines. Too.
And then they're like,
That's not the
oh, we
case.
saw a Yeti. It's like, well, look at what you're wearing. Who knows what you're seeing, bro?
I saw a Yeti. That's funny. So yeah, Michael's door guy still at Vulcan.
Yeah, door guy at Vulcan.
Door guy at Vulcan.
Rest in peace, Vulcan.
So he was
Vulcan
there.
Gas Company is we're doing good. You know, we're still getting a couple of good shows. You know what I mean? We had
Hans
Fahim.
is bringing a show over there.
Yeah. He has a show every Tuesday now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
him and David Lucas have a show there.
Is he doing
Yeah.
the dating show or?
No,
it's
it's
a showcase.
Yeah, it's actual comedy show.
It's the Kill Tony Regulars showcase. So
Nice.
it's like booked by David and
Oh, okay.
Hans. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
They do a little. Yeah. So we're filling in the blanks. You know what I mean? Since the Rogan Exodus, but we're doing good.
The Rogan Exodus.
Is there an obvious
a block
change?
away.
Obvious change?
Yeah.
Well, you know, we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for so long. I've been there since I moved here back in November. So I've been here for a couple of months at that job. So, I mean, I watched it, you know, the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was packed. And I think we just needed to fill those blanks, which we're doing. So.
Were you there before Antone's also?
No.
So you were just there since Tony's been there?
I found out about Kill Tony. If it wasn't for the whole the Antones thing, I wouldn't have known what Kill Tony was or what.
Oh wait,
or
you became an Asian fan after that? Is that what
I
you're
became
saying?
a fan of Kill Tony after the Bang Dang thing, so I was like super interested in like, what is that? Oh shit, what is this? And then I was about to quit, and then I came out here a year ago. I was about to quit comedy.
Wait, so Tony
Where
saved
were
your
you?
comedy career because of Ping Ding?
Yeah, basically like getting pulled out of the bucket on Kill Tony, and then I got Secret Show when I got pulled the first time, and then I
Nice.
fucking killed that too. And then Red Band wanted to talk to me afterwards and was like, "When are you moving here?" And then I was like, "Oh shit."
So you were in LA?
No, I was in VA. I was in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the Virginia
Yeah.
comedy scene it's like 40 or 60 comics in 3 clubs that are all 45 minutes apart. So for me, I wasn't getting any like opportunities, or I'd been there for 8 years, and I got my first hosting gig at my first hosting weekend 8 years in.
Jesus.
Yeah. So it was like, and that was a whole new club had opened, and people didn't know me, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
So you've been doing comedy what?
9 years.
9 years?
9
Okay.
years.
Is it about the same as you?
That's
There's
about the
that.
same, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I was like, damn, dude, I'm fucking doing this day in, day out. Nothing is happening. And then I fucking came out here, and I'm on the plane flying here for the first time, South by Southwest last year. I was like, if I don't fucking get pulled out of that bucket, if I don't get the Secret Show
It's a
booking,
sign, yeah.
it's a sign that I should fucking.
I do that every week.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, if I don't get pulled, I shouldn't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
15 weeks in now.
well, I had enough money in my bank account for a down payment for a house in Virginia. Me and my wife had good jobs over
Right.
there, so I'm like, you know what? I can just fucking be the.
I can have my life.
I can just buy a house with a 2-car garage and wrench on some project cars, and
Yeah.
we'll get some dogs. You know what I mean? I was ready to just basically be an NPC for the rest of my life.
And I assume you use Snap-on parts?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Snap-on tools.
Tools,
Tools.
yeah.
Yeah.
Snap-on parts.
Snap-on.
That's a different meaning. That's more of a transgender thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's
It's like-
more like an autistic guy who does models, like car models, which I would do that too. But no, man, I fucking came out here. and all that stuff happened.
That's awesome.
As I delusionally envisioned it would, and then I was like, all right,
But that's
cool, I
crazy.
can't
I mean,
quit. It was a sign. It was a sign.
Your
not to quit.
delusional vision is the same one that I've had, that he's had, that a lot of people have. That it doesn't always work.
Right.
I really thought that was gonna be my same thing. That was the way he was gonna be. I always get picked for everything. I thought for sure that I'm gonna get pull this bucket.
Have you ever been pulled?
No,
Neither of us have.
Keep trying.
every week. Yeah, of course. And the crazy thing is the odds get worse every week. There's more people every fucking week.
Well, I mean, I'm PAing. I'm helping out with the show now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I'm helping people get signed up and stuff. Yeah, roughly like the first few weeks was like 200, 220, and then now 180, sometimes 160, 170. So
Yeah.
it's 150 plus. So, I
Okay,
mean, the odds
yeah.
actually are like getting better because less
Now
people
it's getting a little bit better. 'Cause
Well,
I know
there's
the
more
first
mics.
couple there was
Yeah, there's more mics on Monday now because you got Sunset now. You got all, you know what I mean? Sunday, well, yeah, you got Sunset.
Sunset,
Rogan's. Yeah, so more people. Does
Access have one?
Is Sunset actually going on during the alley?
I have no.
I know.
Yeah, Sunset.
Genevieve always tried getting his going like around like 9:15ish. So is that what he's doing? He's over there at Sunset now, right? Ray?
I don't know. I'm
He's
still
PA,
learning.
Yeah.
But I think he still does some.
Okay.
At Creek.
Oh, so he's doing both.
I believe so.
Oh wow, that's
It's
crazy.
just trying to, yeah. I mean, I'm still, for me, like the Sunset mic is, I don't know the schedule yet.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
wait. I have post notifications on for every comedy club in the area, just so I can fucking
Have
learn.
you been to Roscoe's yet?
That's my next stop. I've
Okay.
been trying to get the Roscoe's, and I haven't gone on Cap City yet either. I want to do the Cap City
City.
mic.
Yeah.
I've
The
done
Cap
Cap
City
City
mic's
twice.
awesome.
I've
Yeah.
been there. I've watched it. I
Yeah.
showed up, tried to get that, standby or whatever.
You guys show up at 4 to beat Ray Chenevy's crazy ass.
Well, I show up at 4:30, and then Phil. No, I'm sorry, not Phil.
You don't have to
Man,
name
Too
drop.
much
Just
weed,
explain.
bro.
Yeah, the brown recluse guy.
Okay.
Yeah, he showed up after me. He's like, oh shit, I gotta get here earlier than that. So ever since then, he's been getting there like at 3:30 and shit.
Jesus Christ.
So fuck yeah. And then he showed up last week. Tell me about it at Challenge Mike, and he showed up last week at 3:30. Waited the whole time. Did not get a spot. Did not get a spot.
Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah. How in the fuck?
Why did they not
Just give him a spot.
They had it pretty good for
They-
like a month, where they had like 5 automatic
Guaranteed,
standby
yeah.
spots.
Oh, okay.
And
yeah.
then they had a few more if people didn't show up. And that was dope because it's like, okay, I'm actually sure I'm getting. And then
That's
they
right
got
down
rid
the
of
street
that.
too. That's
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
domain,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And then they changed it. And now it's Jesus. He showed up at 3:30, and it's
Yeah,
also
I'm not
it's
doing
3
that.
minutes. It's 3.
Yeah, I'm not
give the
doing
boy
that for 3
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not
no
doing that
kidding.
for 3
That's-
minutes.
Why would I would be like, man, that discouraged me from doing it.
Yeah.
you
See,
know?
that's what I liked about back home because my scene back home in Virginia is very good to get good at. Like, it's a
Okay.
very good scene to get good at. We had 2 mics a week, but it caps out at like 30 comics. So what I mean,
So that's almost everyone.
Yeah. You're good.
20 people that aren't.
Yeah, pretty much everybody in the
everyone
scene.
goes to it.
Everyone
Yeah.
goes to the mic. Yeah. So and then everybody will open up a mic. So I think back now they have got like 3 or 4 a week now.
Okay.
I went to 2 consistently, and then we had money mics out there too. We'd have like best
Oh,
set,
nice.
best set vote, audience vote.
Yeah.
Dude, we had like $100.
Wow, that's
And
cool.
it was a 10-minute spot. Like
Yeah.
so, it was like a good. At
Yeah.
one point, like while I was there, I was taking advantage of the mics that we had, and you basically. It's really easy to get good there, and then you should leave. And that was everybody that I
Yeah.
met that I saw I saw potential in. I was like, buddy, you should live here for a couple more years, get real good,
And get the fuck out.
get your little 15, 20 minutes going, and then leave.
No, I got.
Because there's only three or 4 clubs. You're not gonna, you know what I mean?
You're gonna peek
They have
out.
the same guy. Yeah, they have the same guys. You're gonna hit the ceiling pretty quick.
Yeah.
And I was just a balloon chilling on the
Just-
ceiling, losing my helium, watching all these new balloons that just got inflated, like fucking just.
coming up to join
Yeah,
you.
and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So it's
No, I just found out 2 guys from Florida that like when I left to come here, I was like, you guys have to come.
Yeah.
Like, you're just good. Nothing.
What part of Florida are you from?
I'm from Chicago. But
Yeah.
I lived
The Chicago part of Florida.
Oh yeah.
I lived in L.A., New York City, and then after COVID, I went down to Florida. I was out in Naples.
Naples.
Yeah, so we're like
were you in the
Fort Myers.
Jacksonville scene a little bit too?
Not really.
No?
That's like a 6 hour drive.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
So I'd hit like Orlando every once
Orlando,
in a while
yeah,
because my
yeah.
girl's dad lives there.
So you know Cam Patterson and Rudy
yeah,
Malumba?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started with Rudy Malumba.
Okay, Rudy's tight.
Yeah, Rudy's the man.
I was hanging out with Cam last night.
Yeah.
So-
Me and Rudy used to when I first started back because me and Rudy started
Is
at the
Rudy
same
out
time.
here now?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would love that. I told Cam Patterson to tell Rudy to come out
Get
here.
the fuck out
yeah,
here.
you need
Yeah.
to come out here. Yeah. But yeah, dude, me and Rudy would just get in his Hyundai Elantra and we would drive to, back then there were like 4 or 5 mics back then.
Yeah.
We would just hit them all every week together. Just get in the
just
car and
fucking
just
go.
go hit mics. Me and him would, we'd
What
go.
brought him down to Florida?
Huh?
Was he in Virginia? Now
I think
he's
he
in
got a
Florida?
job down
Oh,
there,
okay.
and then he was like, you know what? Same thing though. Same thing. He hit the ceiling too.
Yeah.
And he was, we have like 2 funny bones. He was getting funny bone work and stuff like that.
Oh,
He's
tight.
a perfect example of what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Somebody who's a killer, and then they kind of peak, and then they're like, well, I mean, there's no fucking opportunities. I'm at the end of the game in this part.
Right.
I'm at the end game here, so I need to go start a new save file somewhere else. Basically, that's the thing about comedy and changing scenes. It's like,
It sucks.
well, I was in this scene, and
He
I
knows.
was, yeah,
4 times.
yeah. This is my second scene. You know what I mean? So it's like you can bring your save file to the next.
Yeah.
Like you start a new file, but you still have all your equipment from the first
Right.
playthrough. So
Yeah,
it's
so
like
it's a new game plus.
yeah. So you're basically like just restarting, like meeting people, finding out who's who
Yeah.
and what's what, but you still have all your jokes and material.
Right,
so you're
right.
like, all right,
So you're ready to go. But
Yeah.
it's-
Man, I'll tell you, when I saw you do a challenge mic,
Yeah.
you did challenge mic way better than anybody has done challenge mic.
I've been doing stand up for like 8 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, so I mean, Warner's been doing it for a long time too. He does challenge mic every fucking week.
Well, I
You
also
know.
used to just get drunk and riff.
Yeah,
Back when I was drinking, that was kind of like my thing was to like riff.
You
Like,
definitely
I
had
would-
the professional riff aspect of it.
Thank
You know,
you.
that was definitely a. I noticed that Keith what's his.
Ray.
Yeah, he's starting to get that little
Jesus
riff.
Christ, bro.
I have no memory today, or any day, but he's starting to get that little riff version going. But I mean, dude, you had that when you walked in there. You fucking just that was
Because
something
that's
you
how
did.
I have ADHD. So I would like riff and kill.
Yeah.
And then the problem was there was no camera. I didn't know how to perform with a camera. Because I don't know if you guys have heard about this, like where like things change when a camera's present,
Yeah.
or like
Like 3 of these?
four fucking cameras. Yeah. So like when a camera's present, it's like scientifically proven that things are going to be different or some
Right.
shit. So I would always get psyched out about it. When I heard that, I was like, I'd see my camera, like, dude, this if I fail, it'll be fucking
It's on
etched
my-
in
yeah.
time. I don't want it.
Well, it's one of those things too. Is like, even if it's just on my phone or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I'm gonna go home and watch it.
Yeah, and
I'm
then you're gonna
I'm
fucking
hate
you're
myself.
gonna feel good.
Yeah.
And then the worst is like you feel good after the set, and all right, you run that tape back, and you're like, yo, I'm a fucking what have I been doing stand up for 3 weeks? What
Yeah.
is this doing? I
Well,
look
you
like a
know-
fucking idiot.
You don't realize too, the laughter has to go that way, hit the wall, come back to your phone. So
Yeah.
you're like, no one's laughing. No one's fucking laughing.
No,
it's like,
yeah.
it's
Because
not-
from the first person perspective, you can feel it.
Yeah.
You can hear it. You can feel it in waves, the audience laughing, and then you go back to the phone, and it's just like, like it's not fucking.
You're like, so none of these jokes work? None of them?
Yeah.
I'm throwing them all out. I'll try again.
Rogan's podcast with Diaz. He was talking about one of the new guys always recording his sets. He'd be back there just hitting his tape recorder. This dude's pick up the fucking laughs. They're not laughing, bro. That's
Well, that's what I always think too. Is like when people are like, you have to tape all your sets. I'm like, I don't think Seinfeld did. I don't think these guys in like the 60s and 70s were taping their laughs. Like,
Well, I
The
know that
shows.
tape recorders were. Like,
they just did those.
It was
Yeah.
expensive.
Could you imagine having finding
One of those
Yeah, you
old
open it up.
reels of-
Yeah. You go buy a storage unit, you find like an old open mic or
Seinfeld. Yeah.
no, not Seinfeld, like fucking Jared or something.
Yeah.
or Ronnie.
just tons of tapes.
It's just a bunch of tapes and fucking like you
There's
can
some
hear,
garage sale somewhere. that-
you can hear them like fucking the stool and shit.
Just old bits.
Well, no,
But
so
then you start running them, and they start working.
who's dead open mic comic and you're like steal his
you find
You
a
have his-
treasure trove.
a treasure trove of airplane.
It's like that Martin Luther King Jr. He's not great. You're like, I
Nah,
can't
but-
use this.
So like you were
updated.
saying about like challenge mic, I riff, yeah, and I didn't record it. I wouldn't. I would be riffing, dude. I would probably have hours of material if I just recently started recording my sets like 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
So if I had gotten the first 7 years of my stand up recorded every single time, I probably have way more material. All I
Oh,
can
yeah.
have now is what I remember and what I've been recording and writing down for the last 2 years. So like I hate saying this, but I'm like energy based. Like, what's the vibe in the room?
Yeah.
And that's basically how I'm going to and I need to learn how to break that because sometimes the audience is not enthused.
Or
they're tired.
Well, but it's the same thing. Like, I'm low energy.
All right.
And sometimes you get on after, like, Cam Patterson.
Yeah.
Just fucking blew
High
the doors
energy.
off of it.
Right.
And then I'm like, All right, hey guys, this is.
I'm a wet condom.
I'm like, so
How
what
are
do you think of the answer? Like,
Yeah.
what? What the fuck is this?
And I think that's what I like. Well, a lot of Austin comics are kind of like, setup, delivery,
Yeah.
kind of very rudimentary and disciplined with their comedy. And I was like, I'm sober. I'm more like hinged now. So maybe I try to emulate that. And I was like, no, it's not.
No, you gotta
it doesn't
do-
work.
I mean, I saw you at Kill Tony, 2 months ago, 3 months ago when you got out?
Yeah.
And fucking.
Thank you. That was
Railed
the
it.
last
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
that was
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
So it's like-
I'd hit 10 mics that week, and I was on 2 or 3 hours of sleep.
That's insane.
And I did my day
I
job.
thought you just did a ton of cocaine. I was like,
No,
that
I did
guy is so jacked.
I did my day
He's
job.
jacked up.
I work remote in my day job, and then I was doing Vulcan from 5:30 to like 2 at night. So your boy was on like 4 hours of sleep, 10
it
mics.
helped.
Yeah, well, the thing is like I was staying out late doing mics, and then 4 nights of sleep all that week, and then went up. And my interview was a little shaky, and it got weird, but the set was good.
Right.
And I enjoyed that. But the thing is when I'm riffing, I have to record it, run it back, and then I go,
Write it
fuck,
down.
I wrote a new joke right there on the spot, and it worked. And then boom, then tag it up, put a fat one at the end, and then boom, joke is done.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I tell people that like are more, I guess, angry comics.
Yeah.
Because like I can't riff like that
Yeah.
super well, but
I can rant, the
Yeah,
riffing
so
and
the
ranting.
rant stuff,
Yeah, the rant.
I tell all those guys, I was like, just do a podcast, have like 5 subjects that you are pissed off about.
Yeah,
and
get it
rant,
out.
and you'll find fun. Like you have to get used to like talking into a microphone, especially
Yeah.
like guys that are a year in, 2 years in.
For
it's
sure.
like you're talking into microphone, and you'll find jokes in there as you're like doing this insane thing of talking into microphone in a room alone. And it's like they're like, oh, okay, and like they're like, I wrote 5 new minutes. I was like, yeah, dude, just talk for an hour. You don't have to post it. You don't have to put it up. It's just for you to get more material.
Well, you post like our podcast, nobody watches it either. Same.
Yeah, I have a Blue Yeti. I have a gaming computer,
Yeah.
a Blue Yeti, 2 monitors now. I've always wanted a computer, so now I have like that. I could do that. Yeah,
Right.
I could. And I've been thinking about that. I've been wanting to do like I wanted to do like kind of like a Zoom podcast or something with my dad because my dad lives in the
That's
Philippines.
fun.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
dad's like my dad's a 73-year-old white boomer from Arkansas, retired in the Philippines, and I want to do a podcast with him and just kind of. Dude, he's 73, bro.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
He's got some shit
I
going
need to.
on.
Yeah, he's got some shit going on, but his hourglass doesn't have that much sand
Right.
left in it. So I want to capture all his dankness and record.
Right.
And I need to get with him because
Smart idea.
Yeah, because then I'm like, damn, I miss my fucking dad. Going
Yeah.
back to the episode 14 where he talks about all the pussy he got in Thailand
Yeah.
in the 80s or whatever. Yeah, that's funny as fuck. Like,
Well, that was like if you look at like Tom Segura and Bobby Lee and stuff, they're all talking about their dad and how awesome they're dead now. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You should have done. Tom's does some with his mom now.
Yeah.
and like she's a character, but
Yeah, yeah,
every
yeah.
time he talks about his dad, like every special, he's got another 20 minutes about his dad. I was like, why did you not ever have him on the podcast? He seems
Yeah.
like the fucking man.
yeah, dads are fucking sick.
Yeah.
Shout out ChadO. ChadO's a dad. You're a dad.
I'm a good dad. My dad fucking sucks. I don't.
I'm a good dad. My dad fucking sucks. I just like the way you said that.
Speaking of, next week on the podcast, ChadO's dad.
Dado. Give it up for ChadO's dad, Dad-O.
Actually, he's a professional magician called Johnny O.
Johnny O.
Yeah,
What is your dad, a Japanese guy from Los Angeles? I'm Johnny O.
he's a retard.
Who's the comic that is it? Nate Bargatze's dad's a magician.
Is it?
I think so. I think he took him on.
Bargatze,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think he took him on tour with him. It's
man.
like my opening act's a magician.
Yeah,
My dad.
Yeah, it's his dad. I would take my dad with me.
And for my next trick, I'm not going to see you for the next 18 years.
That's my dad's disappearing act.
That's fucking. Why are we doing a bong today, bro?
I don't know. Why not?
God, that bonk's got some miles on it, dude. Holy shit.
That's just this week. I cleaned this out since then.
Oh my God, dude.
It's actually pretty clean right now.
This is by far the weirdest podcast ever, just because you have a belligerent stoner and a belligerent drunk.
And then a sober guy.
And then a sober
Yeah, it's the
guy.
trifecta.
And then you're like, hey guys, since I stopped drinking, my life has gotten great. Have you accepted Jesus in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of,
Reject modernity.
Yeah.
Modern. How do you say it?
Modernity.
Yeah, reject modernity. Accept tradition.
yeah, either go all out or go all in.
Yeah, I want to live on a fucking farm and I want to have like 6 wives. I want to be Mormon.
That
I
would
want to
be
be, yeah, that would be tight. Like just, and I need like all of them to have a certain function. Like I need like a,
Right.
like a.
If you
fucking-
could to-do list all
I
of
need
them.
a-
Wait,
I need a Helga.
hold on. You think wives are useful?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
I don't know, dude. When I pick people to associate with, yeah, they gotta have some usefulness. I'm sorry that like, yeah, friendship is cool, but like, dude, I'm trying
Where's
to.
your utility to me?
Yeah. I'm very utilitarian in all my friendships. Some people think that it's like bad, but I think it's good because a lot of people will fucking latch on to people that just fucking hold them back. You know what I mean? Everybody has to have a function or a purpose, whether you entertain me or we work well together, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if I were to have like. If I were to live on a farm with like 6 wives, I'd have a Helga. Like I'd have.
You're the ball holder.
Yeah, I just have a sturdy like lady that you can put a plow on her shoulders. I got the one that knows how to sew my jackets when I rip the like fix my clothes when I break shit.
You could probably say 5 wives by just living in town. Yeah. You wouldn't have to live on a farm with 6 wives. You just live in town with one.
One wife.
Yeah, that's pretty much how that works.
That's how I do. I have like the fucking Captain Planet of wives.
You're like
So
the
that's-
Ayn Rand of multiple wives.
Yeah.
You're like, capitalism doesn't work. How about this?
Yeah. No, it's good. My marriage is good. She came out here with me. She's a true believer.
From Virginia?
No, she's from Montana, but she lived in
Okay.
Virginia. Yeah, she's good. She's a good chick. She's smart. We're the same age.
Because I know taking people out of their like hometowns rough sometimes. Like I just took my girl out, and she's like, "I miss my friends." I was like, "You'll get new ones. Shut up.
Yeah. Shut up. You'll get
I'm
new.
living like just live off of my dream. Do that.
Yeah. Live through me.
Yeah.
Duh.
Isn't that what you want?
Yeah. Just I am your source of all, social interaction. Yeah.
Joy.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is I'm an abusive boyfriend.
Oh, dude. That's good.
Is that why the cops came today?
No, the cops came today because there was a homeless guy.
What do you do?
There's always homeless guys.
Yeah, he like broke into our lobby and refused to leave.
Nice.
And so like I called my building manager and I was like, "Yo, you guys."
What did he look like? Did he have shoes on? Any part of him naked?
He had one shoe on.
There we go.
His ass was out.
There we go.
Sweatpants.
There we go. Yeah, sweatpants fucking barely hanging on his
Right.
thighs. Dick's covered, but
everything
thighs.
else isn't great.
Dude's letting it all hang out.
Well, it's like, so I went to the gym and I saw him and I was like, "Yo, man, you gotta go." He's like, "Fuck you, I'll fuck you up." I was like, "All right, I'm
I doubt it.
not doing this right now."
I'm not going to deal with this today.
No, I love that. I love if a homeless person was like, "I'll fuck you up." I'm like, I doubt it, dude. I eat regularly.
Yeah.
Like I have water.
I have energy.
Yeah,
I have
water.
nutrition.
Yeah. I slept in a bed last night. Like, I don't know if you've ever
had a
fought
break
somebody
into
who's
here.
well rested and
Yeah.
prepared to fuck you up.
That's funny.
But then I get back from the gym like an hour later, he's still there. So I
Nice.
had to call the cops again, and they're like, and like the first time I called, I could tell they weren't going to send the real police. They were going to send the like post
the
defund
retard
police,
wranglers.
Like, so
All right, we need you to go. I'm asking one.
yeah,
I'm only gonna ask you
But
one.
they sent the mental health specialist.
Oh my god.
And so I call back.
Why did they defund the police department here?
Well, the state. I almost went to Target because I know the state cop there. And I was like, "Yo, man, can you just like do this?"
What's his last name?
Carson?
Carson, I need you to come on down to the fucking.
Is it right there?
Yeah. I need you to come down to my apartment lobby. I need you to wrangle a homeless.
I was like, "Carson, you're going to be leaving to the Target unprotected for a little bit."
Hey,
but
Carson,
it'll be
can I
all
borrow
right."
your taser really quick? I just need the taser. Yeah,
Well,
sure,
I was
dude.
like, I told.
There's a Target right there?
There's a Target about.
How much is your rent?
like $3,000?
Okay, that's unexactable,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
More than this
$3
place.
grand.
Well,
Well,
more
so-
than this place, yeah.
Let's get back to how horrible of a fiance I am. I'm here, and she's getting off work.
Oh, so she has to
30 minutes.
encounter
And she's gotta watch it. I was like, I'm going to do this podcast.
Yeah.
It's very important. Whereas you might get rape murdered.
If
Who
it gets
knows?
sketchy, just jerk him off, and he'll be in
Run
a
away.
haze for about 5 minutes. Just that's your chance.
Don't jerk him off. I get one jerk off a month. Save it.
Oh.
I don't care if it saves your life. But
Don't give the homeless guy my hand job.
so I called the cops
No
again,
hand jobs for the homeless.
and they're like, "Oh, we sent the mental health guys." I was like, "There's your first mistake. Don't do that." And they're like, "He was gone." I was like, "Gone? He was 10 feet away. You could smell him from the front door. Did you guys have COVID? What the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
they're like, "All right, well, like we're gonna ask you some questions," and like. They're like, "Do you think he's armed?" I was like, "He's got a rifle and he's saying he's gonna kill all the transgenders. Will that get the cops out here? What's it gonna take?" And they're
Right.
like, "Well, you can't lie to us." I was like, "Who says I'm lying? Maybe if he disappeared walking 10 feet, maybe when you get there, the gun's away and he's no longer homophobic. Who knows? I don't know." And They were like, all right, does he have mental illness? I was like, no, he's completely mentally competent. Do not send the mental health people again. Send a car with lights on it and people with guns.
Yeah, give me the cops from Cops. Yeah. Give me those dudes.
Give me Derek Chauvin. Get him out of jail. Yeah. Send him out here.
I mean, if anything, fucking at the very bare minimum, give me Dog. Give me Dog the bounty hunter. Put him in cuffs. Give him a cigarette. Ask him how he's doing. Like,
make sure his day's going all right.
Get him out of here. I was well. Here's the thing, dude. Homeless people, there is a reaction to that. Like it affects everything, right? Because the homeless population has affected me just shopping at fucking Walmart. There's a Walmart yesterday.
Prices are up.
Yeah.
Just walk in and grab shit in New York.
This is exactly what I'm getting at. Is that something as simple as a fucking I went and bought T-shirts one week, white tees and drawers, dude, locked up. Like at GameStop.
That's insane.
Yeah, like at the video game section of the electronics. I have to get it.
Which also, I'm old enough to remember when that wasn't even locked up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I remember when you could just grab, a game and take it to the counter because people weren't pieces of shit. Well, I get him. He opens the thing.
And it was in the box. It wasn't locked in a drawer.
Yeah. I get my shirts and my shorts, and the guy, the kid's name, Jesus. I was like, all right, cool. Thank you, Jesus. I need my drawers and underwear. This last time I was just there, I was buying a bike pump. Just got an e-scooter. Tires are kind of flat. I need like a legit pump. Yeah. So I go to get a bike pump. The bike pump is locked up. All the bike accessories are locked up. And I'm like, why? Oh, yeah, homeless people have fucking bikes. And they're like, I need to keep my stuff.
Well, I'm always like, where do they get the fucking tents? Lock up the tents.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Lock up the tents. Yeah. T-shirts and the camping section just fucking on lock. Like Fort Knox. But so... They had the press for service button.
That's insane.
God, dude. The guy in the section, he's giving out hunting licenses. And he's literally the sloth from Zootopia giving out these hunting licenses. He's like, 1 second, I'm going to get you. Do you want to? He's helping the guy, and he turns to me. He goes, I've already waited 10 minutes pressing the press for assistance thing. I go to the counter. And he's like, I'm doing a fishing license for him. Do you need a fishing license, a hunting license?
Will it help me get my bike pump?
And I'm like, no, I just need to get a bike pump. And he's like, okay, it's going to be about 10 minutes. I'm like, no, I already waited 10 minutes. And I don't know if you've ever tried to find a Walmart employee with the keys to open the thing. They're just fucking autistically dart to another direction. They don't even pay attention to you. So
it's like Zelda. You got to kill a mini boss.
Yeah. So I'm fucking, dude, I'm in this bike pump section staring at all these bike pumps, dude. I start enunciating at the top of my lungs, but clearly I'm not yelling, I'm not angry. I just keep going, I need a bike pump. I need someone to open this case so that I can purchase a bike pump. I've waited 10 minutes. 10 minutes with the press for assistance button, and no one has come. And I just keep doing that over. I'm the loudest
like a movie trailer.
fucking person in this Walmart. And in about 2 minutes, a kid shows up. Look at his
That's
name.
always the worst.
I look at his name tag.
Jesus again.
It's Jesus again. My wife's with me, and she's like, well, I'll just let him do his thing. He gets it done. He knows how to get... Before, when I would do stuff like that, my wife would be like, stop. What are you doing? Stop. But I'm like, dude, when it's this ridiculous, when we live in a world where it's like simple things like that, it's just so fucking retarded and stupid. Like, I have to match that energy. Retard. Yeah, you have to match that energy in order to get anything done. So I'm like, I'm not stealing. I would like to make a legal purchase. Like, it's like, all right, like, open the fucking thing, or I'm just going to keep doing this because I'm already embarrassed because I'm pressing this button for 10 minutes.
See, I'm the opposite. I'm the guy that gets angry, and then I make them laugh because I'll say something funny while I'm yelling at them.
Yeah, and
then I'm like, "Why are you yelling at? Why are you laughing? Stop laughing! I need this."
Yeah, I was getting angry, but I was like, "How am I going to channel this frustration into being able to get what I want?" And I think
it's also sad that it's always a kid. I'm like, this is the one who is the kid. What?
Yeah.
There's 14 adults. What are we?
And honestly, if it's gonna be like this, you deserve to get robbed.
Yeah.
Like there's so many. There were bikes behind me. I could have easily just thrown it into the case.
Right. And just
no,
been like,
dude.
I'm out.
That's too retarded. Yeah. Now you're part of the problem. So you have to kind of find that little like the life hack area of being, life hack. Just be obnoxious as fuck and be obnoxiously polite until somebody helps you.
Wow. It's fucking. Well,
You got your bike pump? You're on the road?
Oh, yeah. The scooter, dude. The scooter
So
rips.
is the scooter okay, bro?
Yeah. The scooter
We
rips,
never
dude.
got to-
It has turn signals and everything.
Have you hit a
It's sick.
pothole with that thing yet?
No, I haven't even taken it out. I almost got hit yesterday. This lady
Dude.
in my neighborhood pulled into her parking spot way too fast, and I hit the brakes, and I did like an Acura slide.
Oh, shit,
And
yeah.
she skidded her brakes, and I just looked at her like, the fuck are you doing? And then I just scooted off.
Kept going.
You could see my mullet. Like, in the how fucking disrespectful was that? What the fuck are you doing, bitch? And then I just scoot off with the mullet flapping in the wind, dude.
A passive-aggressive scooting has
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
the most.
Yeah. That's the most Austin thing you could do. Pay attention to the road. Runs a red light 3 times with the scooter.
I saw some fat chick get hit on one of the green scooters.
Hell yeah.
And like, I was like, fuck, the internet's broke. Instead of like helping her because she was so fucking fat, I just couldn't help but laugh. And I was like, the internet's broken my brain.
Yeah.
And someone's like, oh my God, did you see the license plate? I was like, I'm dyslexic, so yes, but who knows if it's going to help?
Yeah, but I'm also like trying to unlock monetization on Instagram, so can you move? Daddy needs his $50 for 4 million views.
And they're like, can you talk to the cops? I was like, I can't stop laughing. Can you just shut up? Woo. I do like the scooters though. They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're too expensive. Like, bro, I spent like $60 in 2 weeks just renting them.
Those,
so
yeah.
in my
Oh,
mind,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck this. I'm
At that
not
point,
poor.
almost just Uber.
Yeah, well, at that point, Uber or just
buy your own.
buy my own,
Yeah.
which I did, and it took a while. It took me 2 tries. I bought one on Amazon, and it sucked dick. It was like 15 miles an hour, and it was $400, and
I was
it
still
kept
$400
breaking.
though.
Huh?
It was still $400.
Yeah, it was $400,
Fuck.
and you know it's fine. You know what I mean? If I spend 60 in 2 weeks on Bird, then I mean it's already going to pay for itself by the 4th or 5th time I'm going.
Yeah.
Like 4th or 5th month I own it, but it broke, and then they would they send you a console because that's what the problem is. Like the little computer and the handlebars broke.
Okay.
That broke. They sent me a new one. I put it on. I go down the hill to go drop some trash off at my dumpster. It dies again. I
Damn.
fucking box it all up, $60 at the fucking FedEx office place to send it back, $400 back. Bought another scooter, and now this one's dope as fuck.
Okay.
It's just
So there's
the
a
bike
happy
pump.
ending.
Yeah, the bike pump issue. I don't know what it is about. Like even the first one, I needed to go get a bike pump, and I went to one of these small Austin like liberal bike shops.
Yeah.
Where these and they're still doing like COVID shit. So like there's a running theme with my scooters and me getting a bike pump. And the first scooter I had to go to, it was like a little bullshit like liberal bike shop. Yeah, like
slash
Austin.
espresso place.
Yeah. There's a coffee shop right next door. Maybe you know the bike shop I'm talking about. I'm not gonna fucking talk shit, but they have like immune, compromised people that work there or whatever. So like they put one of these tables at the front door, and then you have to text a number,
That's
and then
insane.
they give you a mask, and it's like this was 3 months ago. Like, dude, just die.
I'm gonna text the number and just bring me my fucking bike pump.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, just die. Like if this is the way you have to live, and
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it, dude.
And so you're like, fuck, I'm going to Walmart. And then
Yeah. Fuck it, I'm going to Walmart. I'm like trying to be a nice.
Where's
let's
Jesus around here?
Yeah. I need a Jesus. I don't need this fucking. I don't need Zach with his mom that could get sick. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you.
Zach.
I don't
sorry,
work at the bike shop, guys. Just so. No, there was one in Florida that only served. They did a bike shop / bar,
Nice.
but they only served gluten-free ciders.
Oh,
And
nice.
so I was like, what is going on here? Like,
It's for the people who wear those onesies. Like, it's just a bunch
I got stay.
just a bunch of fucking taut dick and balls. Those little fucking sperm-shaped helmets.
Yeah. Well, and it's Naples, so everyone's 80. And I was like,
yeah.
who are you trying to be woke for down here? No
Le-
one cares.
The leather-faced whites that go in there.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
They're like, oh, this is great. Look at all this
Yeah.
progressiveness
Yeah.
around me.
I look like a human piece of
1.5
beef.
volume alcohol? Wow.
I look like a human piece of beef jerky, but my cardio, my heart is so
Through the
good.
roof. Yeah. Well, and then like everyone's like, oh, old people suck at driving. I was like, you know what they're worse at? Riding bikes.
Yeah, Biden, you fucking idiot.
They're all
Even the president. Even the president sucks at riding a bike.
There's literally bike lanes, and then they'll be across the whole road, and they're like, we gotta use the whole road. I was like, you don't. You gotta use the bike lane.
I can't remember what I saw, but there was somebody that they said, are you a vehicle or a pedestrian? Pick one. I can't remember where I saw that, but I was like, dude, that's what it is. On a bike, it's like, that's why I had this scooter. It's like a life hack. You know what I mean? Like, Here's how I do it. I got the inspiration from like a Japanese city car that came out. It was called the Honda City Turbo. And the car came with a scooter that folded up. Like it came with a 50cc gas scooter.
Oh, wow.
So it's like the concept of the car is, here, you can park a couple blocks and then scoot to wherever you're going. I mean, it's literally the scooter goes where the spare tire would be. It's like as big as an Xbox.
That's pretty smart.
And then you fucking fold it up, fucking pull the thing, little Honda motor in there. It's literally a suitcase with handlebars that you just ride to wherever you're going. So I was like, well, I'll just do that. I'll park at like 12th and Congress. Park like, super far away from 6th or where all the comedy clubs are. Right. Especially on a weekend, you get a weekend gig and you're up at fucking 9:45. And you're there at 9 looking for parking.
Oh, that happened, yeah.
Yeah. So now you're panicking, and that's not. I didn't want that. So I just dropped the $400 on the scooter. My plan is park far away. Don't get my shit hit by a drunk guy. Don't get my shit ticketed or towed. And then I get to scoot, go park it at a comedy club that I trust. Like for me, Vulcan, I use use it as a pit stop. It's like a little rest area, save area for me.
Well, if you need to park, you can park at my guest spots.
Yeah.
Even though I'm in the middle of quite a dispute with my apartment complex.
Oh yeah, where's your apartment complex?
Right across from Idle Hands.
Idle Hands.
It's on Rainy, so it's like a half-mile walk to Vulcan.
Oh yeah.
So I got it because I could walk to Vulcan, Creek, Rogan's,
That's perfect.
all that shit.
That's perfect. Yeah.
So during South by Southwest, a few comics were like, "Oh, there's no parking anywhere." I was like, "Park on my roof. There's parking there." And they're like,
guest
all
spot
right.
parking.
Yeah.
Dude, you could have subletted those spots.
Hey, it's for $100.
Do they charge you for parking up there?
They don't charge you for parking. They charge me for parking.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. They charge you.
Yeah. But it's not like X amount of guests.
Okay.
But
you pay per month though.
Yeah, I pay for my car being in there. But guest spot, open.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm getting a garage.
Oh, nice.
So the apartment complexes out here are pretty accommodating.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll give you like a carport. So I have 2 carports currently, but I'm a fucking Karen when it comes to my car. Mm-hmm. And we have a landscaping company that comes out once a week. And these dudes are just out there blasting my shit with a fucking leaf blower, dude. I'm talking I just spent like $3 or $4 I can't remember, but I know it was like $3 or $4 I completely repainted my truck. Like, I mean, I took it apart. We all sanded it because I work in a body shop.
Is that you out there?
Yeah, the black truck.
It's a tight truck.
It was not. It was like the roof, old Toyotas, mid 2000 Toyotas. The roof's always rusty. It had that. It was just old and faded. It's black. Black paint looks like shit when it's faded.
Gone.
Yeah. So I repainted the whole thing, and these fucking.
It's like black T-shirts. I don't get why that became a comic thing. I was like, they washed 3 times, and now I look like shit on stage. Like,
yeah. Now I look like the curtain. Yeah. Like, it looks all dusty and shit. Yeah. Dude, I haven't washed this. This is like one of my favorite fucking shirts. Yeah. I'll fucking maybe rinse it and then just hang it up. Don't dry.
Wow.
Don't dry. Rinse with a little bit of do delicates and then hang to dry. And then iron the neck.
Okay.
And then you're good. Just hang it. Let it air dry.
I have a few shirts that I'm like, I like it too much. I don't.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy. I was like, I haven't seen this shirt in a while today.
It's a dope shirt.
I spilt rubber cement on it. I was like, oh, damn.
What the fuck were you doing with rubber cement?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Were you
PVC?
Yeah. I was working.
ChadO's over there taking fat rips. Yeah, it's called Gorilla Glue. No, it's literally Gorilla Glue. It gets you high.
It's going to be sitting here next week for the podcast.
A ball.
Does anyone want to do a hit of fucking glue?
It was like Charlie Day over here just fucking hitting it. Yeah.
But so my truck's like freshly painted. I just got the garage because I bitched about it to the office or whatever about them. Like, these guys would blast my shit with leaf blowers. I would come out. I would go I'd get my car washed. Right. I bring it back. It's covered in dust and leaves. The truck bed's filled with leaves and shit. Like, it looks like they just walked up and blasted my shit. They do it every fucking week, and I wash my car every fucking week. $12. Who gives a shit? Ride through the thing. It's clean.
Good.
But like, dude, I go, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to go get it paint corrected? Do you guys want me to spend money on? I don't think I should have to go get my car buffed and sanded every week. How is that fair to me? They're like, all right, we'll get you a garage. I think we have one available next month. Because I kept asking about it. They're like, oh, there's a long waiting list. I mean, what? These people are using it as a fucking storage unit? We don't even use garages for, like... The hail here is gnarly, bro. I've had a hailstorm. We had a hailstorm in Virginia that was, like, as big as that.
Yeah, no, we had those in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But in Texas, it's a baseball.
Yeah.
Like, it could kill you.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking...
Well, that's what's so funny to me too. Is like when I lived in Los Angeles, I always told people, I was like, you guys never have to worry about like weather killing you. And they're like, what? I was like we had hailstorms where you can go, or it was -20, and if you wore the wrong clothes, like I was always like, there's something about having to wear clothes to survive that you guys have never dealt with, and I think that's why you're all so
Soft.
fucked up. Yeah,
Y'all are soft. There's no
you don't think.
resistance.
There's no logic. There's no like I had to start my day as a 5-year-old with like a very logical choice, or else because my mom one day I was like, I'm wearing shorts to school. She was like, all right. And I walked to school. I came back 5 minutes later. I was like, "Where's my snow pants?"
This is snow pants.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not doing this anymore.
It's all good. I've never been to California like that. I've never been to New York, but I've been on the East Coast. And here's the thing: you want to talk about weather, or the West Coast, they don't have to deal with any kind.
Yeah.
Dude, eventually, that water, dude.
It's coming.
It's coming. West Texas is gonna be the West Coast of this country. Like 8 years. Like if it keeps getting worse. Like back home, same thing. We have towns like Norfolk, Virginia.
Yeah.
It's a big military Navy town. It's like under sea level, and if it rains, like the way it rains out here.
Yeah.
If it rained, Texas rain there, dude. Whole city's underwater. And I'm like, dude, yeah, it's only a matter of years.
That Florida rain is coming up.
Yeah. It's only a matter of years until everybody who held me back in my hometown, they're underwater. And I'm in Texas, like chasing my dreams. I'm like, good luck living in the city at fucking Atlantis.
No, it's like no cities have learned from Katrina. It's like
no,
one
absolutely
storm
not.
And it's still fucked up down there.
Infrastructure is weird. I'm very like autistic when it comes to that because I'm like, why did you design it like this?
Yeah, who did this?
Who the fuck? Do you not see the potential problems that come from this design? And then did you not learn from it and change it to improve it for the next generation?
It's funny they like talk about like gun control and stuff where they're like, oh, the Second Amendment was for muskets. I was like, these cities were built by like cows and like wooden wheels. Like maybe we should move it.
Maybe make the road flat.
Yeah, like do something.
Make the traction consistent.
Smart. Yeah,
make the traction consistent. Hey, put a train in the middle of the freeway so that people can take trains everywhere, and then have the cars on the sides. Like, which Texas one's like that. I was like, look to the left, there's a train right next to me. I'm like, this is perfect. Why shouldn't it should just be like this everywhere.
It's insane that the's no train from like here to San Antonio and
fucking
in New York City, you got trains everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you want to go Philly, you want to go Boston.
But why do we have such a large amount of space and such little intuitive design? I mean, look at Japan.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're forced to be creative. Yeah. Here we can just be like,
just build a road around it.
Yeah. Just Sim City. Just click that one. I put that there. Intersection at the end of a cliff. Like it's an 8-year-old playing Sim City.
Texas is one big roundabout. You're just constantly like,
I do like it. I do like the freeway system here, though. I like the city hub. All right, freeway, and then boom, another hub of city. All right, freeway. Like I like that. I like
Austin
that design.
doesn't have so Chicago has two. They got like 2 around the outside and then 1 through the middle. And the middle one's the fastest, but it gets the most traffic. So sometimes you go around the outside. And Austin only has the one road, and people are like horrified to drive through the city of Austin. I was like, it's so much faster if you just drive.
And you're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as opposed to, because you have I-35, and then if you just take Congress. Yeah, you know why they're scared? It's because the cars are so fucking wide and the roads are so skinny. Yeah. Because the roads were built, you know what I mean?
Like I was saying.
Yeah.
Like when you build these cities.
Yeah.
So many years ago when you had.
LA had narrow roads, did they?
LA had narrow roads.
Yeah, they had really narrow roads. That it was way narrow, most narrow I've ever driven on. It seemed like a lot of those.
For me, I think Boston and Philly had the most narrow.
That makes sense because they were the
cobblestone
oldest.
streets.
Yeah, they have cobblestone still.
Yeah.
New York's not bad because like
they rebuilt them over the years, right?
Well, and it's all one way,
so
it's like you can get away with a lot when there's no 2-lane traffic.
Yeah, you just zip through that shit. Yeah.
So that helps a lot.
Yeah.
You see a lot of people going the wrong way in New York. Like you do on
I see that here, dude.
Yeah, I know.
On 8th,
all the time.
Especially 8th Street is so bad, dude. I just watch people fucking going.
And I don't even know if they know.
No.
Like, something in me tells me like half these people are like, fuck it, I'm gonna send it. Yeah. And like half of them are like, oh.
I mean, if it's like 2 in the morning and I see, or like if it's like 10 at night and I see a parking spot and it's one way.
Yeah.
And like they're angled. Yeah, I'll sneak it real quick, but I'm like, damn, a car's coming. All right, let me go do 6 fucking blocks real quick just to get turned around.
No, in New York, like, if you went down the wrong way, I think I saw it once in the 3 years I lived there, and that guy has never had a worse day in his life. New York, like, it's a whole city that's like super busy and super into whatever they're doing, but at the drop of a hat, they will no longer care. Like, they could have the most intense meeting coming up that could change their whole life, and they'll be like, fuck it, I gotta go tell this guy to go fuck himself. Look at all those guys telling him to fuck himself. I gotta be another one. So they'll all go, and then they'll like, after like 20 minutes of berating you, they'll be like, all right, now we'll fix the problem. And they'll be like,
I just help him out. Everybody back up. Yeah.
I could just never imagine living there for comedy. Like, it's dope, right?
Well, I wonder people like you who hit like, because like, do you know Owen Galvan?
Yeah.
He's always like, I mean, he's younger, so I get it, but he's always like, I got hit 12 mics this week or else I failed. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to, like, have to tell an empty room all those jokes.
I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't think Austin's going anywhere, dude.
No, yeah.
I think once you've made it here, take your time. Don't burn yourself out.
And he had a good Kill Tony set, and people know he's fun. Like, he's been here, 8 months now. People know him. Like, bro, you'll be fine. Things will happen. We'll work something out. We'll get you. And
it's funny because I was working the night. I was working the night he got pulled. I was working the show the night he got pulled, and it was a Cat Owensby was the name of the pull.
Yeah.
You know whose fault that is? So because I lived in LA, I know like the second the door opens a little, fucking go through it. Yeah. You have to kick that door open and go through. So they're yelling Cat Owensby, and then they started just yelling Owensby because she wasn't anywhere. She didn't pop up. So he's like, are they saying Owen? I was like, yes, go. And I knew. And I was like, dude, that's you, go. And he was like, okay. I was like, just get in there, go.
You know what's funny is that they didn't have his social media information for when he did Secret Show.
So then he got bumped to the next week.
Yeah, I had to deliver the news. I had to deliver the news to him. I went upstairs. I was like,
hey, Red Band.
I can't even do the knock.
It's a good pattern.
This mic sucks, dude. Just.
Hello, Mr. Rebe. Hello. Owen Galvan, he's here asking Secret Show.
Like, I had to do the old green. And he was like, fuck, dude. There's no time. There was literally no time because he couldn't get his info.
Well, it's so funny, too. Because
but he got booked for the next one. And the next one was good.
Yeah, he was fine.
He was fine.
But it's funny because he, first off, that fucking idiot, I don't know his name, and sorry, you're a fine person. But Red Band hit up one of the other guys that bombed on Kill Tony that night and was like, yo, are you the guy that I invited to Secret Show? And he was just like, yep, yes, I was. And so that guy got on, and Red Band was not happy when he found out that he wasn't Owen.
Oh.
So the next night.
Whoa. Yeah, so that week somebody sneaked on the show?
He snuck on Secret Show.
I've done that.
Yeah. But I was like, oh.
I snuck on the Secret Show.
Well, did it work out for you? I mean, you're funny as shit. Well, this guy's like 3 months in.
I'm also like Red Band. We're friendly. Like, we talk quite often. But like, I'm still very respectful in that because I mean, dude, it's his show, and real people show up. Real people are showing up on the show.
Spend money.
I guess David Lucas wasn't there yet, and Casey was finishing. Casey Rocket was finishing, and he's like, "All right, all right, folks, your next comic is. Give me a second." And I'm standing at the Vulcan sound booth, like,
I got this.
Your next comic's this guy. Like, Casey couldn't even remember my name in that moment. I get up, I fucking do 7 minutes and shred, and then, like, Red Band comes down. I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be up here. Everybody's fucking laughing. Yeah. I'm just filling the time till someone shows up, and everybody's laughing. I'm sorry, Red Band. And all you hear is, keep fucking going! Red Band screams, keep fucking going!
Well, yeah, it's one thing when you're funny...
and
have been doing it 9-10 years,
and I'm like, everybody's very obviously
and you're part of the show too. You're not like, it's like in movies we always put like guys as extras. So, you want to be in the scene? Oh yeah, that's so nice. It's like, all right, yeah, go.
Sometimes it's just being there.
Yeah.
And some, that's another thing. I haven't been out in a week.
Yeah.
And I got 2 spots, one last night and the night before, both while I was working at Vulcan. So I was like, all right, cool. Those are my 2 spots. At least 2 spots a week, at least, just to fucking knock the dirt off my dick. You know what I mean? But like, part of it is just being present and being around, being seen. Like, cause I didn't get shit for April, dude. I only have like one
No,
or
you
two
could have
spots
months
booked.
where it's dry and it's.
My March was sick. I opened the Freddie Gibbs show, and I was at work.
Well,
that
it's
was another
also
one.
you've been here what? You said a year about
November.
November. Okay,
It's
yeah,
about
so
almost
it's-
half a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's still people getting to know you, people realizing how funny you are, shit like that.
Yeah. And it was just fucking Brian Moses was doing the show with Freddie Gibbs, and I'm literally stocking beer at Vulcan. And fucking Brian Moses knows me because of Adam Lucky putting me on Roast Battle.
Okay.
Adam Lucky would put me on Roast Battle, and Brian's there judging. He gets all right, this guy's funny. So it's like just literally being present and just being there, because all of this shit's interconnected, and you don't know what public appearance you make will lead to your next appearance. And then it's all like, it's amazing how that works, because I was just, I don't know if people will like me. I'm new here. It's my first time moving to a scene, so I don't.
Sitting at the bar at Creek and some comic comes off and you're drinking, and you, I got a show actually. You seem like a funny guy. You want to come? All right, yeah, I'll fucking do it. Like, whatever. Yeah. Like 5 minutes. It's not going to kill your
consistently
show
show
or
up
whatever.
and consistently do your best, man, and then I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah.
There's no. People are so negative about shit. People are so negative about people chasing their dreams, but it's like you put a good amount of effort in anything. It's
Well,
not
that
gonna...
Bill Burr thing. Did you see that from Mothership?
No.
Dude, go on Mothership's Instagram. It's
Yeah.
like one of the first like 5 or 6 posts. So but it's a video, like a drone goes up in Austin, comes down, goes through the doors of Mothership and tours Mothership. And it's all Bill Burr talking about like chasing your dreams. And like I listen to it almost every day.
Oh.
When I get up, I'm like,
I saw the
gets me
video of the drone
so
footage, but I didn't know they
stoked.
put inspirational Bill Burr
Oh, you didn't
quotes in
listen
the
to it?
background.
You just watched the video?
It's so good.
Oh, that's funny.
Are you gonna pull it up?
I'm not Jamie Vernon, but
But so back to New York. So like people like you, people like Owen that like hit Mike so much.
Yeah.
Because like I get yelled at by like some of my friends. They're like, you're not hitting enough mics. I was like, I've been doing this 9 years.
Yeah, I
I've
kind
told
of
enough empty rooms, my jokes.
got enough.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have, I got 30 in my. You should have at least 30.
Yeah.
In 30, 45 in your pocket at that long.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah.
Like
That works,
I'll show up.
Yeah.
But like you guys in New York is wild because like in Florida I would have to, like Virginia, you have to drive 45 hour, 3 hours, 4 hours if you want to hit Orlando mics, shit like that. In New York, you jump on the subway. All right, I got this here, and that's gonna be about 5 to 7. And then I'll jump on the subway and go do these 3 up on the east side. Then I'll jump back on the subway, go to Brooklyn, and do like the 8 to 9 mics. And it's like, I had people doing like 10 mics a day. Mm-hmm. And they're like, I don't know why I'm not getting anywhere. I don't know why I'm not. It's like, you're going to empty rooms, telling the same joke to no laughs because no one's there.
It feels like you're doing a lot of work, but
But you're
progress-wise, you're not going anywhere.
was
You're
like-
just burning yourself out and risking, you're going to hurt yourself.
Well, I would sit in like one room and buddy up with people. Be like, oh,
You don't. It
here's
always
some
leads to
tags,
something
here's
better.
whatever. And
Always.
then I started running
All
shows
right?
out of their room.
Yeah.
Like, how are you
Starving
running
artist.
shows and you're not-
I slept on a futon
You
until I
just
was
choose a room.
36. I don't
Choose a
fucking
room.
regret any
Be
of it.
present.
Yeah.
Like, be
I was
Don't be
dating this woman.
constantly,
Yeah,
Like,
because people are so caught up in like, I gotta go here, gotta go here, gotta go here, gotta go here, but you're not absorbing the
well, and
environment.
there's like no way you can like judge your material
Yeah.
because like when I'm on stage, and I'm sure you're the same because I've seen you. Like
Yeah.
you're in the moment doing your shit, and then after you can kind of try and be like, okay, did I have something or check your video or whatever. If you're doing 10 shows a night, 10 open mics a night, how are you ever judging what is funny, what's not? You're going over 10 tapes then too? Like there's no, you have a day job the next day, you have all that, like there's no way. You got to figure out the balance of like, all right, I can do these 3, 4, hang out with my buddies.
About
get
the
on a
exciting-
show.
sorry.
Good. But yeah, it's one of those like, I get the grind and being known as a grinder, but I think in comedy, it's
Quality.
being known as a grinder is having new material. Not being on stage
Miking,
all the time.
open miking
Yeah.
over and over and over again.
That's that's where I try to balance my shit. Is I write a new 5 minutes. I try to do a new 5 minutes a week. I didn't do one 2 weeks ago, but I did one last week. And then I'll try to do that same 5 minute, or I'll try to do that. I'll incorporate that 5 minutes into at least 10 mics, but I try to do 15 mics a week. And so I'll do like on Monday, I'll start working it in on like Access Mic, start filling it in. Then on Tuesday, I'll do challenge mic first, which is all brand new stuff. I'll just riff on that shit and get me warmed up, and then on Tuesday, and then I'll go to Creek in the Cave, and I'll hit that new 5 minutes, at least 3 minutes of it, and then I'll take that, see how that 3 minutes of it hits and whatnot, and I'll adjust it, and then I'll take that to Anderson Mill, and usually Hudak will give me like 8 minutes at Anderson Mill to close out the show, or just before Alden. It's either me or Alden will close out the show. Depending on what time I get there. And last time I got there pretty late, Alden was still on stage. So I went up there, and he just gave me like 10 minutes to work it.
Do your shit.
Yeah, sometimes and that's the hard part is like, you're doing all these 3-minute sets, right?
Yeah.
And I was just talking about this with somebody last night. I was like, I don't want to hit mics and just do 3 minutes in front of nobody.
Well, because then 10,
Because
15 minutes feels like you're drowning.
Because my first 3 minutes, guess what? When I go on stage, my first 3 minutes,
Fucking
I'm
around.
absorbing the room.
Yeah.
And, I'll like pick on somebody, and then I'll go to me.
You're like
I'll
that.
just show you I'm a cool guy. You know what I mean? Hey, what's up? Hey, how are you? Wow, look at this dude. Salt Life t-shirt.
Yeah.
Real cool. Like shit like that, just kind of, or talk about some awkward shit that happened during the set prior.
Right.
Kind of clear that out.
Well, to
Setting
show
the table.
the room you're present too. I also sat through whatever you sat through.
Yeah.
I
I'm here
wasn't
with
in
you.
the back.
I'm not disconnected. I was.
Yeah.
I totally saw that. Yeah, you know what I mean. And that. All right, cool. This guy's here. He's been with us. Okay.
Have you seen the new Dodgers batter that doesn't swing?
No.
So the Dodgers, or the Doyers, if you're in LA.
Doyers.
Doyers. They're so good.
Está bien. Me gusta la LA
So
Doyers.
he doesn't bat.
What does he do?
He'll never swing. He's been interviewed and he's like, I won't swing. I'm not swinging. He's clocking pitches. So he could go back to the dugout and tell the other guys, like, this is what he's doing. This is where his release point is. He's not.
So he's just getting a ball.
So
he's not getting out.
watching the ball from here to here. He's watching the pitcher throw the ball, and then he stops paying attention.
Oh, he's scouting. He scouts
So then all the other hitters on the team know exactly what to look at.
Yeah, he's like, all right, so he's fucking doing this thing with his wrist, and
And he's releasing here, not here, not here. So the balls could come in like that. This is how you know it's a slider. This is how you know it's a fastball. So they can watch through and not have to take that first pitch to try and clock it.
And be prepared.
They can be
preparation. That's smart as
And
fuck.
he's walking.
That's gotta be illegal.
They're walking him like half the time because
He's getting a base.
The pitchers know, and it's fucking with them.
Yeah.
So they're like trying to change their pitch so he can't clock them, and then so they'll do the first 2 strikes and then 4 balls because they're like, all right, the next one I'm gonna do differently so that his like view of me is fucked up.
So he'll get 4 balls, and then he just takes the play.
So he'll
Nice.
get two strikes and 4 balls.
And cool. Now you have a guy that's
And
just
he
there.
knows, yeah.
Yeah. So when he goes back and tells them and lets them know all that, and then if let's say he's out on the plate, he's on second base or he's on third base. Guess what? You just have an extra score right there.
Right.
Just chilling.
And
in the
he's
pocket.
literally, he walks out and he's like, not hitting, not swinging. And he'll stand there like,
And then the one guy figures out the strat, gets a home run.
well, it kind of hurts him. I guess technically it hurts a little that he walks. Unless he
His stats are ass.
Well, no, because he can't relay the information to batter number 2.
Keep him on the field as long as possible.
So he has
Yeah,
to,
but
like,
then he hits him with
but
like
you
the ear
sign
tug.
him. You
hits
got
him
the
with
first base coach. Yeah.
I gotta go piss.
You
I'll
got
be right back.
Yeah,
go
it's
for
it's
it.
a far right corner back there if you don't know.
And then we'll play the video when you get back.
There's a bathroom back there. Not just a corner.
We don't just we piss and shit in the bucket. It's fine.
Far back to left. Yeah, all the way to the back.
Use
to
the
left.
oven.
You got it.
Kellen sent me straight to voicemail today. I'm gonna fucking kill him.
He's got a little scooter he's been riding around on.
Do you think he'll know what TTYL means?
He is pretty
try
young.
it. He's 23. I doubt it. Well, he's like with his dad in Houston. And so like he went yesterday and I didn't know if he'd be back. So I was like, yo, Lauren's getting off work. Do you mind like just walking her upstairs, or like she'll call you. Can you come down to the lobby, make sure there's not a giant homeless man
Yeah.
assaulting her? But he's still in Houston. But he sent me straight to voicemail. And he's like, oh, I'm at the Space Center, which he doesn't understand. He's too dumb. And
Well, that's the people it's for, because they think they really went to
Yeah.
space. You know, that's
well, it's fun. I got a buddy who is a rocket scientist. I think we've talked about it a couple
I know.
times. Yeah. And it's funny, like, what they do to, like, move up in rocket science. Attaboy. Get it.
what do they do? To get
That's,
really
the
high
only
in
time,
rocket
that's the
science?
only time I've seen you hit a bomb. Which is crazy.
It just takes too long with the bag. It's all crinkly and shit.
Yeah.
You know.
they move into
I have bongs around the house. Yeah.
airbags for cars. So they'll work at like NASA or Orbital or SpaceX,
start making seats
and like
and
there's no moving upward.
Yeah.
So then they'll be like, the same science that shoots rockets into space is the same science as airbags in cars, and so they'll go do that, and they'll be like, hey, I'm worked here, put me at this level with this pay, and then they'll go back to rocket scientists at a higher level pay.
Oh wow.
So I was like. So he's always like, one day I'm going to switch to Honda. I was like, bro, stop. I need you to be my rocket scientist friend. I can't have you be the airbag guy.
Honda, yeah.
Well, like every argument I get in, I'm like, yo, do you want to, I'll call a rocket scientist. I was like,
you mean the engineer? Yeah.
You want to disagree with a rocket scientist?
Might as well call Owen. He works for...
Well, that too. Owen always gets like uppity. He's like, well, I'm an engineer. I was like, so's my brother, and I know a rocket scientist. You're not impressing anyone here.
You just duct tape shit. Come on, man.
I mean, he's a contracted engineer for 9 months. He's got the easiest job ever. He just has to be okay at math.
He still doesn't know what he does.
Yeah.
That's the best part.
He's like, I sit here and don't fuck up.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, here's the mothership thing.
After a dream.
Whoop, hold on.
You don't. It always leads to something.
Yeah, Jamie had the same problem because it opens on
And then it
mute.
immediately starts.
Yeah, but it immediately
Don't compare
starts.
yourself to Jamie.
There's no way you lose when you go after a dream.
I got it right.
You don't. It always leads to something better. Always. All right? Starving artist. I slept on a futon until I was 36. I don't fucking regret any of it. I was dating this woman, and I said I had a spot I had to go do, and it paid $8 at the comic strip during the week. Tuesday night, I went down there, and I came back. I tried out a new bit, and I was doing and afterwards, I was at home in my apartment, and I was doing this silly dance in the kitchen because I had a new bit, and I was psyched because I had gone through this period where I wasn't coming up with any new material. And she was laughing, and then she got a sad look on her face, and I said, what's the matter? And she said, I wish I had a job where I only got paid $8, yet I came home and I did a silly dance in the kitchen. The responsible thing to do is to listen to your heart. It wasn't hard to work at the shitty job because I was always thinking about the exciting job I was going to do afterwards. And every night that I just went up on stage, and if it just went moderately okay, I couldn't believe it. I have to be honest with you, like, I couldn't fucking believe that I was actually doing it. That I had a dream and I was making it happen. And I still remember the first time I really went on stage and I actually got in the zone for what was considered a zone at the level comic I was. And I only was in the zone for about 8 seconds. I was at Nick's Comedy Stop in Framingham on Route 9. It doesn't even exist anymore. And I just got on this roll of laughter that I was actually able to pause and fucking be in the moment and enjoy it rather than being like, oh my God, what's my next joke? What's my next joke? And that fucking feeling can carry you through a fucking shitty job for a week. Freddie Stone, the excitable boy, that's what he went by. I did a room for him and he gave me $5 gas money. I probably spent 10 to get there and I couldn't fucking believe it. And I was like, I did that and they gave me this. I couldn't fucking believe it. At what point, just listen to the sound of my voice as I'm talking about this. Have you ever had that level of excitement doing any other fucking job? That's what it's like when you go after a dream job. So nothing is worse than not going after it.
Boom.
No, so that's like insane that's not like a pinned thing. That should be pinned to the top. Every time you go on Mothership, that should be the first thing.
I'm gonna go back and save that because literally, dude, the whole like, this is gonna get me through the shitty job.
Yeah.
Like this makes me like this gets me through the shitty job because I'm excited to do the fun job. Is literally my fucking
life.
I've never heard this.
It's so
this is my
good.
first time hearing this.
Every
And that's
day I
everything
listen
that
to
he's
it.
talking about. I'm doing right fucking now.
Yeah.
Like, and I've done that. I've driven to go. I've spent $50 to get to a spot to get $15.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like just to be here and to be embraced and accepted by the scene and the bookers and I mean. Yeah, granted, I was like, oh, I haven't gotten anything for April, but like, dude, the last few months, man, I fucking got like an 8-minute spot, and that paid fucking.
Right.
I'm not gonna disclose how much, but like, dude, it fucking paid really good for an 8-minute spot in front of a hot fucking.
When you
crowd.
could go to Roscoe's, you can go Mothership, you can
Yeah.
go Sunset. Like you
Yeah.
haven't even explored everything yet.
I haven't even
Of all the new
explored
shit.
everything
and we
yet.
still
I'm
have more clubs opening.
Yeah, I haven't even gotten to all that shit yet.
Yeah.
But the things that I have gotten into, I've been able to be like, oh fuck, here's some money. I've paid for health insurance with stand-up money that I've made here.
That's insane.
Like, my wife doesn't work right now, which she's getting a job soon. She's on LinkedIn like crazy.
He's gonna get 7 more.
Yeah.
Just like I'm doing my day job, I'm doing my night job, and then I'm doing stand-up. And
Yeah.
I'm making enough money to support me, my wife, and a dog, and pay $1,400 rent in a somewhat safe neighborhood that's 15 minutes from downtown.
And you got a garage coming.
And I have a garage coming for another 150 extra a month. But dude, that's a storage unit right there. It's like right across the street. Dude, I'm making it happen.
Right, man.
And I'm not giving myself and dude, you know the funny thing is, we never give ourselves enough credit.
Right.
We're so hard on ourselves. But putting
Well, like
it
you
in
said,
perspective,
you almost quit.
but putting it in perspective, just from listening to that, yo, I'm fucking killing it, dog.
Yeah. Well,
fucking killing it.
If you weren't so hard on yourself, you wouldn't be killing it.
No, if I wasn't so hard on myself, I'd be embracing mediocrity.
Yeah.
I'd be enabling my mediocrity, and I think that's death. As
Well, that
somebody
too.
who-
It's like anytime I'm like, I don't feel like going out tonight. I don't feel like that. I'll listen to that. Oh, all right, I'm gone.
Yeah. No.
My shoes are on. I'm out. Like,
And then I remember watching a Joey Diaz clip. He's like, the hardest part is just getting the go.
yeah.
Get,
Well, it's like the gym.
get
It's
out
like
of the
anything.
house, go
Yeah.
down there, get to the place, and I'm like, yo, that's me too.
Yeah, the working out is
Because
hard.
Joey, when I sit there for 4 hours and then wait for a bucket pull, it's a pretty hard part of that fucking night. Just so you know.
Well, but
And people don't realize, like, they don't, like, hecklers or drunk people at the shows, they don't realize what you've had to go through just
No.
to get there. It's the best. It's literally like stand-up is like a sandcastle.
Yeah.
It is literally like all it takes is one person to walk over and knock it over, and you're like, dude, I've worked on this for months.
Yeah. And now you just destroyed
You
my
just
show.
walk over
Yeah.
and just knock that tower down. It took me 3 days.
Yeah.
I had a paintbrush creating the textures on the cobblestone. Like I was fucking, you know what I mean? It's so easily taken apart and destroyed. It's,
Well, I think too that's what people, which I like now that people are starting to get that. Because
yeah, they
how
understand. Yeah, they're starting
podcasts and stuff
podcasts
are.
explaining all the inner workings
Yeah.
of like, dude, this took me weeks.
Like
you know,
I
this
saw
took
an
me-
audience member tell someone else to shut the fuck up. I was like, oh my god, it
That's
warms
crazy.
my heart. I love this so much.
Yeah, like the respect of it, because
Yeah.
because it's the thing. It's sing-songy. It's fun. It's
Yeah.
funny. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. This doesn't look hard,
Right.
And then the minimalizing the effort put in to create, like, to do the show or doing the set or
Right.
whatever. That you're devaluing it and you're out of your ignorance.
Well, I think so many people have tried it too that they're now like, oh yeah, this fucking sucks.
Oh yeah,
Like,
if you
I don't
tried
know.
it, you probably if you were a comedy fan and you tried it and you're like, oh man, I have such more respect because you greater
Right.
respect for what it is, and it's because to them it's jokes. Oh, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people like my job back home. They're just like, oh, Mike's moving to Austin to pursue comedy. A lot of
Yeah.
my friends back home are like, oh, I can't wait for him to. His wife deserves for him to get a real job. I'm like, well, what if I do have a real job and I
Right,
do this?
and
Like,
I
what
do
if I
that.
have the capacity to? What if I push myself to have the capacity to do all this stuff?
Well, it'd be like yelling at a teacher for working at Applebee's on the weekend. It's like it's
yeah.
extra money. Who
yeah,
cares?
exactly. Like you're
Yeah.
I have 2 jobs. I have
Yeah.
2 jobs and I do stand up. So technically I have 3
Yeah.
jobs because I'm still working. Just
Well,
because
it's like
not
one of my
instant-
jobs is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
One of my jobs is just like fun. Like
Yeah.
just take whatever you do for fun.
Yeah.
And imagine being paid for that.
I also
Wouldn't
think
that
there's
be-
like people get insecure.
Yeah.
Because they see you putting the effort in
Well,
to
it's-
keep your dream alive
Yeah.
and to
How many
pursue
people
it.
don't pursue their dream?
Fucking most fucking people. So when they see that, they're like, God damn it!
Right.
Why do you have that and I don't have that?
Do you-
Like, why do you have the capacity to do that? How do you have the resilience to continue? And I'm just happy with my 9 to 5.
Right.
I mean, I've convinced myself that I'm happy with my 9 to 5. But if you see me and what I'm doing angers you, there's something inside of you that you have a
That's
void.
wrong.
You
That
have
you
a
haven't-
void. There's a void inside
Well,
of you, and you see me filling my void, and that pisses you
The
off.
flip side is so much sadder. Like I'm
Yeah.
fine with people being like, "Go fuck yourself. You're never gonna make it." I'm like, "All right, great." Then
Yeah.
I tell people all the time. I was like, "So what?"
Yeah.
Like all right, what are you gonna do? I'll die at some point.
Yeah,
I
I'll
just
die.
won't have achieved what I want to achieve.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm
But if
still,
I didn't do it, I definitely won't achieve what I want to achieve.
it also would be bad to, like, what I think would be death as a comedian would be you had a peak,
Yeah.
and then you're just roading, trying to rebuild,
Right.
and you're just never getting
fucking-
back, and the shows are getting smaller
Smaller.
and smaller and smaller, and you've pretty much
Well, like-
isolated yourself from all your loved ones to pursue this, and now you're just alone.
You're just fucking a road
That's
dog
another
that's
reality. Yeah, you just rode the death of a road
Well,
dog,
it's like-
basically.
Pauly Shore, almost, kind of. If you have to,
Yeah, well, yeah.
Whereas, like, and he doesn't have like a Colin Quinn who also doesn't do theaters.
Yeah.
But like everyone in New York loves him, so he
Right.
gets to go to the cellar and be like, "You all love me." Whereas
Right.
like Pauly, they're like, he
No,
goes-
I saw him at Seek's show. He's
good.
great.
Yeah, he's great.
He's amazing.
No. He's how many road dog comics are there out there that are amazing? I know guys in Florida that headline shows, but they won't leave Florida.
Yeah.
They headline all up and down Florida. They make their money.
Well, let
and
them have that.
I'm
Maybe
like-
they want that.
I
Yeah,
know,
maybe
I'm
that's
like,
what they
dude,
want.
Just go. Like you can be huge. You
Yeah,
can be,
I know. And maybe
And
they
like-
just like that. Maybe they
just-
like
yeah.
the knowing that they could, but maybe there's a deep-rooted fear that
Right.
this is my comfort. Maybe they're seated in comfort. For me, it was very uncomfortable.
which scares me.
My first few weeks here, I was bombing. I was newly sober. I'm like, don't know how to. I've been doing stand up. I've been doing drunk stand up.
Drunk redneck stand up in
been,
Virginia.
Yeah, I've been doing nothing, dude. What the fuck's going on? Cracking Bud Lights, doing like a code switch redneck voice as a joke. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun being like, hell yeah, brother, fucking clinging beers with people. And now I'm in a, not a very redneck area, despite it being Texas.
Well, like, so one of the shows I think we're getting going at Roscoe soon is
I would love to do a show there.
East Coast, West Coast.
No,
Because
okay.
there's two different styles. Like, when I was in LA, it's story. In New York, they're like, where's the fucking punchline?
Yeah.
Make me laugh already.
Set a punch like
it's
New
all,
York, yeah.
So, we're trying to do like an East Coast versus West Coast. So 1 week will be East Coast. We vote the top three. Next week, West Coast, vote the top three, and then the final show.
Oh, a
where they
bracketed
battle.
show. A bracketed
Yeah.
show. Nice.
And so then you do that for 11 months, and you'd have the winners from all the because you'll still
They give them a
vote.
spot or something.
Yeah,
Give them a spot or set them up.
Well, they'll be paid shows.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
paid
pay
show.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking.
Well, shit, guys, you want to wrap this thing up?
Yeah.
Are you trying to get out of here? Are you done?
Yeah.
He's got doors to watch.
You want to go to the domain and
He's
go
got
shopping?
He's got to wash his car. What's all this?
I got some shows I'm trying to pitch also around.
Christ, bro.
So I've got some.
He used color. You print something with color.
yeah,
I don't see color, guys. Just so you.
I did it professionally. I actually put out the a little proposal. I also have our proposal for our keg party back there too.
Oh yeah.
But I'm doing it for all three of the main clubs there. Not the most. I'm doing Sunset.
Has he told you this?
No.
He wants to put a keg behind Mothership
Give out free beer for
Kill Tony.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, subscribe. Do you think it'll go for that? I mean, they let Derek sell beer back then.
The keg. All right, so I'm gonna say this.
Why are you
last
asking
week-
permission right now? You
No.
said
I'm
not
why we don't
asking
tell
for
people.
permission.
I'm
I
not.
just
I'm
wanna
not.
know-
Here's the thing.
He's a
I'm
door
not,
guy.
I'm not a door guy at Mothership.
No, I know.
Yeah, but I just PA for Kill Tony and stuff. From my perspective, what I just saw last week was, if you guys are gonna do stuff like that, have some finesse. I'm not advocating for you guys to do that, but if you're gonna do anything, just do it right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say yes or no on that,
All right.
but I would say if you're gonna do that, then it's one.
Don't be an asshole.
One, it's illegal.
Yeah. Well,
First and
that's
foremost,
what I was saying.
what
The
you're
cops
doing-
let Derek sell.
Yeah,
on it.
well,
Well,
I
he's
don't know
selling.
about that
We're
either.
gonna give it for free.
I don't know about that
Yeah.
either, but you know what I would hate if I was a guy selling hot dogs and then a guy was like, "Hey, free hot dogs
Right.
over here!" Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there was already a fight over that.
Oh wow! Holy
You
shit!
don't have to get into that now.
Oh, okay.
We're trying to wrap it up.
Do whatever. Yeah, do whatever you want. I'm not responsible for anything. I can't advocate
No,
legally
no,
on
no.
anything.
No, I know.
I'm
you can't advocate illegal behavior.
Yeah, I'm fucking media trained. Do whatever you want, but I have nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna
alright?
lose
I
my
just help out with the show.
liquor handling license.
Yeah.
All
I
right,
don't even work there.
Chad, do it.
Well, I guess this is it. We're done.
That was fun. Thanks for having me, guys.
Did you
If
appreciate
you guys
coming
want
out?
to follow me
Thank
on
you.
Instagram, if anybody, all 14 people listening, you guys can follow me at Chinky Sweat. Chinky Sweat on Instagram. Yeah, I'm Asian and
you
I
got
sweat a
any
lot.
shows going up? that you wanna-
Midnight Mass, April 28th at Vulcan
April
ATX
28th?
at midnight. Yeah, April 28th.
Cool.
Yes. Vulcan guest.
You got
company.
anything?
Tickets are on sale at vulcanatx.com.
You can
salesman.
you catch me in the line tonight at Mothership. I'll be halfway in the middle there. I'll be also in the line tomorrow at Kilatoni, and then once again on the line at Cap City. So you'll catch me in line at all three places this week.
Professional line stand. There's a show tonight at Roscoe's. Go to it if you're looking for comedy. Use my name. They should give you a free drink. That's all I got for you.
That's a
What's
real
your
thing.
name?
Zach Leboza.
There you go.
I'm not the Zach that works at the bike stop. I can't help you with air pumps.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Appreciate coming out.